Welcome to the University of Illinois country-level economics course, Policies, Institutions, and Macroeconomic Performance. This is the second part of a two-course series on macroeconomics for business. We're going to be focusing on how policies and macroeconomic conditions determine the outcome of macroeconomy. We're going to be looking at the determinants of key macroeconomic variables, the GDP, the unemployment rate, and the inflation rate. In the previous course, we have looked at the determinants of interest rate and exchange rate. And if you would like to know more about those, please refer to the previous course. The objective of the course is to enable you to better evaluate the macroeconomic condition in which you live and work. The course provides you with some basic tools to carry out some basic analysis of macroeconomic conditions to make better decisions in your personal lives, professional lives, and also public lives as citizens. The next step is to learn how expectations and policies influence macroeconomic performance in the short run and in the long run. We're going to be then looking at the characteristics of desirable macroeconomic policies, the kinds of policies that produce optimal economic growth, optimal economic performance. And finally, we're going to look at the conditions that shape those characteristics, meaning politics and institutions, norms and rules of the society that shape interaction among people and shape the incentives of policymakers to design good policies. In doing all this, we're going to be focusing on four issues that are very important for macroeconomic performance: globalization, policies, institutions, and expectations. Let me explain these in a bit of detail each. First, globalization. International trade, investment, and migration are very important phenomena in our world today. All these things are important aspects of macroeconomic conditions in today's world, and therefore we would like to know how those factors influence economic performance in each country. We also would like to know how events in each corner of the world affects the rest of it. We're going to also be focusing on policies and institutions. Policies are important. That's easy to understand. Variations in policy across countries makes a huge difference in terms of economic performance. So government policies are an important part of what we're going to be discussing. But more importantly, we're going to be looking at institutions. And what are institutions? Rules and norms by which governments make their policies and individuals interact with each other. These factors are important because they ultimately shape economic policies, they shape incentives of economic agents, and ultimately they determine macroeconomic performance in any economy. This is also related to another focal issue in the course, expectations. People make decisions about what they want to do based on what they think is going to happen next, what the consequence is going to be. The beliefs about the future matter a lot for any decision you want to make right now. As a result, we need to understand where do those expectations come from, how do people form beliefs about the future, and how that comes to shape their decision making right now, which we know affects macroeconomic outcome in any economy.